My girlfriend chose her best friend over me, only to uncover a web of lies and betrayal. Back in 2022, I was in a relationship with a girl named Sarah. We were really close, but one thing always bothered me: her male best friend. I've never been comfortable with the whole male best friend thing, and it didn't help that Sarah often seemed to take his side over mine. Being a bit possessive, I tried talking to her about it multiple times, but she never truly understood where I was coming from. One day, everything unraveled. Her best friend accused me of cheating, claiming I had been with another girl. Sarah immediately called me, furious, throwing accusations without giving me a chance to defend myself. I was completely blindsided because during the time I was supposedly cheating, I was actually out with my family at dinner. I even had pictures to prove it. I offered to show her the evidence, but she didn't care and blocked me on all platforms before I could explain anything. Her best friend's lies tore our relationship apart, and I wasn't about to sit back and let that happen. Even though I couldn't contact her directly, I still had her home address, so I wrote her a letter. I included screenshots and photos from that night to prove I was innocent. After sending the letter, I got a call from a mutual friend who knew both of us. What he told me completely shocked me: Sarah was now dating her best friend. It hit me hard. After 8 months together, she believed him over me without a second thought. But I couldn't reach her, and our relationship was over. Then, things took an unexpected turn. Sarah got the letter and immediately started blowing up my phone with calls and messages, but I wasn't responding. She even showed up at college, practically begging for a chance to talk. She apologized, cried, and admitted she'd made a huge mistake. As much as I still cared for her, I told her I couldn't be with someone who didn't trust me and chose to believe someone else over me. I walked away. The next day, while I was at the college canteen, I saw her again, and guess who showed up? Her former best friend, the guy who caused all this mess, was there asking for her forgiveness. What happened next was priceless. Sarah slapped him, right in front of everyone. His face turned bright red, and I'll admit, it was one of the most satisfying moments I've ever witnessed. Despite everything, I knew Sarah had been misled, and she suffered too. So, I chose to remain friends with her. Even now, we're still close, and she trusts me more than anyone else. I've even heard from mutual friends that she might still have feelings for me, which has left me feeling pretty conflicted. Here's what happened next. I confronted Kenny about the whole situation, and he actually apologized. He confessed that after Sarah and I broke up, they got intimate multiple times over just 3 days. But Sarah had only told me they kissed. So there's lie number 1. That's when things started to feel off. Since Sarah was supposedly in her home country, I decided to reach out to her mom for some clarity. Our families have known each other for years, so I figured her mom would be upfront with me. What I found out flipped everything. While her mom confirmed they were in their home country, Sarah wasn't. She was actually on a trip to Paris with her friends. That's right. Sarah had been lying to me from the start. And it doesn't end there. Kenny also admitted that during our relationship, Sarah had been cheating on me with multiple guys. I never even suspected it. While I don't fully trust Kenny, Sarah's mom's information about the Paris trip confirmed that she had been dishonest with me. Sarah hasn't been replying to my messages or answering my calls. She had told me she was back in her home country due to a family emergency, but clearly, that was just another lie. Now, I'm almost certain she's been lying to me all along, and I wouldn't be surprised if she had been cheating the whole time. She even claimed she hadn't dated anyone in 2 years, but now, I'm starting to doubt that too. I've made my decision. It's time to move on and find someone who's honest and trustworthy. Someone who won't string me along with lies.